Countries have sovereign wealth funds, and they're much smaller countries, and they're not, but they're finding tremendous amounts of really bad things, bad stuff.
And if you look to Europe, what you see there, it's a museum. And Bitcoin is an experiment. So,
space.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't feel it anymore. You don't see us. Europe has become much more vulnerable to trade with the United States. Why? Before they traded more with China, but because of the economical problems in China, you see that more and more trade has been directed to the United States. And now all of a sudden you have an isolationistic president that wants to put trade tariffs, and of course that is a challenge. What is going to be the impact? If we look to the economic impact, yeah, you see already there's quite a lot of uncertainty, at the companies. Companies don't want to invest if you don't know that sooner or later maybe your costs are gonna increase by 10% because of import tariffs. Strides forwards in globalization and in welfare, and I think there is as well a little bit of a threat coming out from the fact that he has withdrawn his import tariffs towards Mexico and Canada very fast. If people are going to look at him as being weak, then probably he will lash out even harder, and okay, the next country inside or the next region inside, which might be Europe, is then in danger of having tariffs swept at him of 10–20%.
Regardez, je crois que non, c'est quand même assez basique. Hein.
Il a évolué, il s'est premiumisé. Donc,
With Donald Trump, you never know who he's listening to. But I think that he's really aiming for the biggest countries, because if he can create the biggest havoc in these countries, he knows that the rest of the European Union will follow. We know that the biggest countries and the most important countries are France and Germany. So the sectors that are very important for these countries, these sectors he will aim at. We have to be more Europe, we have to have a better single market, because it turns out that today, if you look to the internal barriers within European countries, IMF has calculated that for goods these amount to 44% for goods and 110% for services. So if you have at the end of the day 10% of tariffs from the United States, but you can abolish these other internal tariffs, okay, then I think life is much better for everybody in Europe. I'm pretty sure there is a silver lining in all of this. Last time when Trump was elected, we saw as well that we came together. This time I hope the same will happen, and I hope that at the end of the day we will make much stronger single market because of the election of Donald Trump and the tariffs he wants to impose on us.